So, I'm only doing this in the form of a video because I have a decent amount of information that I need to express, and I don't know if I can necessarily put my frustration into words. But I recently adopted a dog. He was a Rottweiler, possibly Shepherd mix, no one really knew, from the Scottsville Animal Shelter. And his name there was Zorro, and when we adopted him, I changed it to Finn. Um, we got him, I want to say, about 2 weeks ago, and he was $100. Most dogs there are $250. He was $100, and also adorable. But when we first got him, they didn't tell us he was sick. They didn't. All they told us was that he was on a preventative liquid medicine for mange, and that was about it. That was all. And when we've taken him to the vet 3 or 4 different times. Today was another one, and when we took him today, they told us that prior to us adopting him, he was already on an antibiotic for kennel cough, and they decided not to tell us that. A day after, because we got him on a Tuesday, the next day we noticed he was coughing and gagging a lot. That was before any other symptoms showed up. So we noticed that Wednesday, took him to the vet Thursday, said he had kennel cough. They gave us antibiotics, and he was also on puppy Vicodin basically because he had just gotten neutered a few days before that. And so we had him on the antibiotics, and we were giving it to him as, as prescribed. And I posted a picture of him on their Facebook page saying that he was feeling better because for the first couple of days of the antibiotics I was giving him some honey to help soothe his throat. So because of that, he started eating more and drinking, and he just seemed to be feeling better. So I did post that. I thought that everything was going well, and then a couple of days after that, along with the coughing and gagging, started coming white foam. I just thought it was puppy spit. I wasn't sure, but it was like a white foam. And then a couple days after that, he started sneezing a lot, and snot was just dripping out of his nose frequently. So I thought, oh, that's cute. He just has a puppy cold. So again, that was definitely a problem. I didn't think much of it. I'm not an experienced pet owner, and I just kept giving him his medicine as I'm supposed to, and then we took him to the vet again today, and it's Thursday the 20th. We took him to the vet again because he's been having problems with his bladder. Like, I'll take him outside to go to the bathroom, and he'll come back in, and he'll pee himself all over the place, and I don't know if it's when he gets scared or just even when he walks, he just can't hold in his pee. So we took him to the vet again. The vet said that could possibly be because of his high fever, but I'm just outraged because Scottsville did not tell us that he was on an antibiotic prior to us adopting him. And on top of that, they gave him the wrong antibiotic. There's different strains of kennel cough. They didn't test him or they should have, realistically speaking, kept him for about a week and observed him before sending him our way. Because they gave him the wrong medicine, it made his kennel cough worse, way worse. And basically, kennel cough to a dog is a respiratory disease. So Finn has had this, or Zorro has had this for a long time. Apparently he had it because he was in a kennel in Georgia for a while, and apparently he had it down there. But basically, they gave him the wrong medicine, making it worse. They didn't tell us about any of this, and then they gave us a hard time when we tried to receive proper help, and they gave us a hard time about, paying for it. And right off the bat, it's a couple $100 a night to keep him there, and then $250 for the medicine, and then the visit. Vet bills do get expensive, and it's not that we adopted this dog without expectations of vet bills. That's not the case at all. We were prepared for this, not this exactly, but just prepared to take care of him financially. But what we were not prepared for was to not necessarily be lied to, but they withheld important, very important information from us. So to me, that's kind of lying in a sense. And it's gotten way worse. He's had this for a long time. Basically, it's so bad to the point where if he does not receive proper help immediately and the proper medication, and if we don't cough up that cash to get him the medicine, he'll eventually stop breathing. So, right now, the only options are the vet is going to contact us tomorrow, tell us what he wants to do. He might take him back to the shelter, or he might want to put him down. And it's really a shame because he is such a sweet boy despite the abuse he's endured. And he's only a year and a half old, and this could have easily been prevented. Like, if Scottsville would have done their job properly and tested him properly and just made sure everything was done correctly and competently, he would have been on the right medicine and he would have been on track to getting healthier. But they failed to do so, and I just feel awful. I'm not even upset about the money that was wasted. I'm just upset that these people, and by the way, kennel cough is highly contagious, so almost any dog you adopt from there will have it. I'm more upset that these people that are supposed to be, humane, doing good for the animals, are just looking to, like, they're looking to save the animals, yes, but and how they're doing it, and how they're so rushed to get them in and out of the shelter. They don't take proper care of them. It ends up hurting them even more, and it ends up hurting the families. And, like, poor Finn, he was probably so excited to come home and, be treated well and to have a good time, and now he's being rushed back to the vet and rushed back to the shelter. And hopefully, honestly, unfortunately, it would probably be for the best if he were put down and not just shipped back off again to the shelter to get even more sick and go to a new household. And it's just insane that all of this could have been avoided for the animal and for me and my family if Scottsville just would have done their job. So I just wanted to voice my dissatisfaction in a little bit of an easier way, which is through making a video. And yeah, I just needed to get that out because this is awful that this had to happen to all of the dogs and to us. This is absolutely heartbreaking knowing that there's not much we can do for him at this point. And that's all. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me, I guess.